So this is an exhibition of the patterns in nature at Dunbar Townhouse, which is on from the 4th of May to the 18th of May 2019. And this is the room that we're in, which I'll take you around. So starting on these screen prints, I made these 6 years ago when I was at Telford College, and they're based on fossils that are found at White Sands. And I've made some double screen prints, which are these ones. They were all made from stencils that I made of the pattern that I did by rubbing the fossils. So these are all doubles, and this one is single. So, there's it. And interestingly, when I finished my course at Edinburgh College of Art last year, I was doing rubbings there, and I used canvas and cotton to make rubbings on stones and rocks on the beach at Tinningham. And then I used these in combination to make compositions. I also used bark off trees. That's the bark of Scots pine in crimson, which I put on the top of rubbings of rock, and I've also included rubbings of shells and plants as well on there. And again, this is a collaged rubbing with the bases sort of crimson, and the graphite colours are cutouts that of rubbings that I did on rocks. And then I used some cardboard that had been used in the laser to make something. This was left over, so I included that. And 2 more rubbings, compositions. So I was experimenting with how to make artworks out of rubbings when I was doing this. I also did some rubbings of smaller things like rocks and seashells. So that's what these are, made out of graphite, coloured graphite and charcoal and Conte. And then moving over, this is lino prints. This time the pattern was from St Mary's Cathedral gates on the front door of the church. And I did a reductionist technique so that the lino was reduced and printed on top of itself. Here are some more prints of the fossils with painting added to them. And then we go on to some screen prints. So this is at Tinningham. It's a pine tree at Tinningham. You can see it better over here. This is just where the River Tyne comes into the Tyne Sands up at Tinningham. That tree, and I added the blocks to represent the shape of the tree, and another tree shape from Yellow Craigs. And I like the way the trees have been sculpted by nature. So that's printmaking, and then I use pastel and charcoal and Conte to do some drawings. That one is Lhotse in the Himalayas, which I liked because of the red sunset on it. And this is Loch Broom, where I was 2 years ago, where I did drawings up there. Again, charcoal and pastel. And then from my sort of sketches of the River Tyne and Parker's work with the moon. I did some paintings of sunset, of the moonset, and this time with a wee dog as well, and running around in it. Here are some more screen prints. This again is the River Tyne. And a tree hollow. These two sets of prints come from Santa Cruz, where I did an exchange. And then moving along to some paintings. I moved back to Yellow Craigs. That's a mossy dike that runs along the edge of some woods in Yellow Craigs. And a big tree, which I call the Mother Tree, which again is at Yellow Craigs, at the bottom of the hill. And the print of the pine, Scots pine at the River Tyne. And here we have a bushy scene. And then from my trip up north, the Callanish stones. And again, some more hills in the northwest of Scotland. And this is a series of 4 paintings which are from the vantage point of Tyne at Tinningham, looking across and over the fields. And then a watercolour painted recently, this time it's sunset. And there's one more set of drawings. These are ink drawings looking at tree hollows from trees around East Lothian that I found. This one is at Tinningham, and that one is up at near Comrie in Perthshire. This one's just outside Haddington, and so is this. So I used ink, black ink, coloured ink and quink ink, which reacts with bleach, which I used on that particular one. So that's the exhibition.